Welcome to my channel. I'm Scott, and we're going to talk about the Finviz stock screener. This is a free screener, so anyone can use it. Go to finviz.com, then hit the screener button, and if you create a screener, you can save it for future use. Screeners are really helpful because if you want to invest in a stock, and your preference is a PE below 20, and you want a stock in a certain industry, you can use a screener to identify all the stocks within your parameters, and then when you drill down to a few stocks, then you could dig into those stocks a little deeper. Let's go through all the tabs on Finviz. So you can order your data in any way you like. The default is ticker, so you can see it starts with A. You can do descending, so now flips it upside down, it starts with Z. And you could sort things by sector, you can sort it by price of sales, price to book. There's so many options you can sort it by. There's 20-day simple moving average, 200-day simple moving average. It looks like about 50 different fields you can choose from. Let's just keep it at ticker. You can see currently there's 426 pages. You could drill down a little more by signal. You could choose volatility, oversold, overbought, upgrades, downgrades. You can choose head and shoulders. You can choose horizontal Scott Rubin. There's just so many options. Let's sort it by upgrades. You see that really trimmed down our list to 12 tickers. You can even type in a particular ticker if you want to just focus on that one company. So the first screen is overview. It gives you the ticker, the company, the sector, the industry, the country, the market cap. Let's sort by market cap. So the smallest is 212 million, the biggest is 50 billion. Dow is the biggest. It gives you the PE, it gives you the price of the stock, today's change, and the volume. The second tab is valuation. Let's resort back to ticker. And this screen gives you the common valuation metrics: PE, PE growth, price of sales, price to book, price to cash flow, price to free cash flow, EPS. The third tab is financial. You can see the dividend, ROA, ROE, gross profit margin, operating profit margin, and net profit margin. You can look at the ownership. You can see the institutional ownership. This stock, NWG, has a really small institutional ownership, under 1%. You can see the total shares on float that are shorted. The highest is American Airlines at 14%. If a stock has a really high insider ownership and a high short percentage, that makes it a great candidate for a short squeeze. You could look at performance information, how the stock performed the past month, the past quarter, the past year. It shows you volatility information. If you're into TA, technical analysis, you could look at the simple moving averages. If you click on custom, it's the same information as the overview tab. But if you click on settings, you can add fields. You can add the dividend yield, you can add return on assets, whatever information you want to see. If you click on charts, you can see how each stock performed. If you like to look at candlesticks, you could change it to candle. And this gives you a good visual of which stocks are doing better than others in the past few months. AZEK is doing terrible, while Dow is doing well. If you click on tickers, you can see which company is the biggest. It's obviously Dow. BCS is big. The smallest is MIST. MIST has a market cap of 212 million. BCS has a market cap of 32 billion. If you click on basic, you can look at the chart and get some basic information, the PE, forward PE, dividend, insider ownership. And you can also change these charts to weekly, monthly. If you click on the tab TA, you can see the price chart and technical analysis indicators. If you click on news, it gives you the same info as the basic tab and news stories. You can get the latest news stories on any stock. If you click on snapshot, it's the same info as news, except it adds information about the company. It just gives you a high-level explanation of what the company does. If you click on maps, you can see today's heat map. If it's bright red, the stock did bad today. If it's bright green, the stock did well. SIVB is up 8%, that's bright green. NWG is down 2%, that's bright red. And the bigger the box, the bigger the company is. Dow has the biggest box, it has the largest market cap. If you click on stats, it brings you to this page. You have to pay for this option, $25 a month. If you want to bring this data into Excel, you hit the export button, but it doesn't let you because you have to be a member. If it's not much information, if it's only a page or two, you can just copy the data, hit Control C, and then go to Excel and hit Control V, and it drops into Excel. Of course, if there's hundreds of pages, it would take you forever to do this. Now if you hit the filters right here, you could filter out any info. There's only 12 companies, so there's not a lot to filter out. And say you only wanted to see companies that pay a dividend, you can just hit positive. If you only want to see companies that pay a dividend above 5%, you can go here, hit over 5%, but there's no companies. If you only wanted companies that trade on the NASDAQ, you can go to exchange and hit NASDAQ. This is the first tab of filters, descriptive. You could filter out by country, price, industry. You can do the fundamental filters as well. You can filter out by PE if you want a low PE. There's only one company. You can filter out by price of sales, net profit margin. You can also go to technical analysis. If you want to filter out by RSI, you can do that. You could filter out by average true range. The higher the average true range, the more volatility. The lower, the less volatility. Or you can just hit all so you can see all 3 tabs at once. So it's pretty cool, right? It gives you a lot of information and it's free. Let me know in the comments which stock screener you use and I'll do a video. So let me know what you think. Give this video a like, subscribe, or comment below. Also, if you'd like to get a custom valuation or just support the channel, you can become a member by clicking on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.